everyone, Vonner here today with a quick tutorial on how to get to orbit in Kerbal Space Program 2. We're going to start off with space on the pad for initiating the countdown. And we have liftoff. We have cleared the tower. This is just a very slight maneuver to sort of push us in a general trajectory that we will want to be on for when we get higher up and actually start our gravity turn. But so far, everything is going well. Getting through the thickest, soupiest part of Kerbin's atmosphere. A-okay. Start a gravity turn. Barely at about now. Probably want to really start at 9 or 10 kilometers, but it's not the end of the world if you start it early. Apparently we've developed a little bit of a wobble. Ooh. Use a little bit of RCS to hopefully control that wobble. Keep us on track here. Everything is looking good. About a third of fuel left in those 4 external booster engines. Not exactly a Saturn recreation here, but it is similar enough to the Saturn style launch. Mutton off in the background. We are now at about 20,000 meters altitude. Ideally, you can go for orbit at around 70,000-80,000 meters, but I like to give myself a little bit of margin and go for about 100. Just gives the upper stage 1,000 meters. The upper stage can get a little bit dicey. And take a little longer to burn on some longer payload stage separation. See the little solid rocket boosters clearing us very nicely away from the core of this rocket. Now I'm going to start rotation to get us at a good angle there and see where we are at in our orbit. So right now we're at 77,000 kilometers, which would be in orbit. 80,000 now for meters. But we're gonna go right to 100. Now this maneuver, once we get up there, It's not going to use 100% of our fuel. There's going to be a little bit of margin left in it. But it will use up a good portion of our fuel. Alright, and yes, I am well aware. Thank you, Paige. Alright. And we are going to warp to our maneuver node. Deploy our solar arrays when it eventually loads. Then use the RCS to move us into position. Again, our burn. We're starting a little bit early, but that is not a problem. I do wish they had the old KSP1 feature where you could right click and just show the fuel of that segment. That was a really nice feature. But we will live with what we have to work with here. And we are actually falling back to Kerban right now. I'm gonna raise our apogee incline a little bit here. Oh, come on. SAS control is not quite cooperating here, so I'm gonna up my angle of attack, which will transfer more vertical to horizontal, and then raise my apoapsis. So hopefully we don't crash into Kerban. We're gonna have a little more eccentric orbit than I would have liked, but that's okay. So now that we see my apoapsis slowly increasing, We'll bring it back down. Turn back on navigation. We're just going to burn the fuel from this stage here. We have periapsis. Go to 10 kilometers. Ditch the stage. Clear that maneuver node. Create a new maneuver node over here. Actually complete our orbit. Raise up the periapsis. And we'll go to right about, that should be about circle. Right about there. Won't take a lot of fuel, but now we're going to go to the prograde alignment. We're going to prograde for a little while. Apparently that engine is not actually turned on. It would help if I do that. There we go. That works. And we now have an orbit. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Honor, signing off.